Alright everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect 2. And we're gonna go ahead and explore some of these unknown places. So we have Hecate here, then Pamiet and Shoal. Now hopefully they're kind of like this with not too many planets. So let's get to it. Triodia. A modestly sized gas giant with an icy core. Triodia's hydrogen and methane atmosphere gives it a bluish color. It has 14 moons named after Asari virtues. Alliance Bulletin. Geth have been encountered in the Hecate system. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Geth seem to be, well, just about everywhere at this point.
Probe launched. Probe away.
And at this point we have enough of these minerals, and I would say money as well, where whenever we see something we'll just get it.
Launching probe.
Which I think really just the Citadel. There might be one other place that has stores that we may have passed on some
Probe
stuff.
away. Probe away. Launching probe.
And of course this stuff is just for research, but whenever it pops up we can get it. Because at the moment we have everything. Alright. Kerr. A dry, desolate planet, Kerr is temperate, but supports little life above the microscopic level. Its Earth-like temperatures and gravity make it an appealing place to build habitation hideaways, attracting Batarian slavers and criminals who can't afford more luxurious safe houses on other planets. Its forgiving nitrogen-helium atmosphere makes EVAs possible with a minimal amount of equipment. A breathing mask and warm clothing is usually sufficient. Mining and other legitimate activities are few and far between on Kerr. The planet's crust is largely free of precious metals, instead producing kilometers upon kilometers of dolomitic, limestone, calcite, and gypsum. Alliance Bulletin. Geth have been spotted. Yeah. Enough about the Geth. It's rich though. So it's basically free of any minerals we get there, and it's rich. Okay.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
Okay, I was gonna say
Probe
it's
launched.
still rich, but I'm not getting anything on this whole side.
Launching probe.
Mostly rich in stuff we have just plenty of.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Alright, we'll probably end it there. No need to go and deplete it. Bothros. A rock and ice planet, Bothros is home to a scientific curiosity. Evidence of primate-like spacefaring civilization was found frozen in its equatorial ice, ranging from melted fragments to metal to preserved remains of the creatures still wearing suits for extravehicular activity. Further exploration revealed that their habitation centers were vaporized by orbital bombardments from railgun-like weapons, hitting with a force of approximately 120 kilotons of TNT. Only those that fled or happened to be away from the habitats were preserved in the ice, where they died of asphyxiation. This unknown species did not come from Asteria, but scientific teams are looking for evidence that they visited here. It is difficult to believe they would colonize a frozen rock like Bathros and ignore a lush garden world. Their world of origin is also a mystery. In the same bulletin. Rich though.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
We had that
Probe
one
away.
pocket of element 0 so far, and that's it.
Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Depleted. Okay, and that's it for Kate. Let's see what's closer, Shell or Pemayet? Pemayet. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 here as well. 4. There's one right here. I'll do it first. Kamarov. First charted by the Asari but colonized by humans, the Pemayet system is home to Kamarov, an Earth-sized body near the star. It has little atmosphere to speak of, but it has not stopped exploration by robo-miners who have recovered iridium from the planet's crust. Rich as well, probably in iridium.
Probe
Or
launched.
palladium. As most planets seem to be. There we go. There's the iridium.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
And depending on the other 3 planets, we'll definitely have to go back and
Launching
get more
probe.
probes. Yeah, especially only having 24 right now.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away.
Alright, we'll leave it at 4. And then we'll do the tiny one, so we don't forget. Volkov. A dwarf planet, Volkov has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Home to a thriving iridium mining colony, Volkov's reputation is summed up as rich but dangerous. Pirates often lurk behind Volkov's 2 moonlets, Zenoviva and Alina, and crippled freighters leaving the atmosphere. To make matters worse, Volkov sits in the Chazov Belt, a field of asteroids and other small bodies which leads to frequent meteor strikes on the planet. Meteor-related casualties remain rare, but on Volkov, the chances of such a death are high enough that they are factored into insurance premiums. Population 3,800. Rich as well.
Probe away.
We'll definitely we'll have to go before we even finish this system.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I kind of wish though that
Probe away.
like let's say right now, I know there's not a super
launched.
ton left in the game. Like we're whoa.
Probe launched.
I know we're well over halfway.
Launching probe.
I kind of wish it would tell me like you have way more than enough minerals to buy everything else in the game. That
Probe
way I
away.
would just go and read the description of the planets and that's it.
Launching probe.
Because I kind of complained about this in the beginning, but honestly, now I'm actually liking it more than actually going and landing on all the planets. Just because that took so long sometimes. Dobrovolsky, another near-Earth-sized rock planet without much atmosphere to speak of. Dobrovolsky is home to Altay Mineral Works, a local extraction company noted for its success in ESO refining. The planet itself provides aluminum for local fabricators, which are churning our habitats at an astonishing rate for a system that has no garden planets. With its ore supply coming all the way from the Shoal system, Dobrovolsky is held up as the proof of the miner's cliche. Sorry. Where there's ESO, there's an economy. Rich as well. Ooh.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
Get out the element 0 before I get anything else.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Alright.
Launching probe.
Well, it's time to go get more.
launched. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Depleted. Patsayev. A rock planet encased in frozen oceans, Patsayev, however you want to say this, is notable for the largest written message ever created by a human being. Andrea Kobzar, a disgruntled miner whose fortunes were spent prospecting for Ezo, used the mass accelerator cannon of a local mercenary group's A-61 Mantis gunship to carve a 208-kilometer long message in the ice saying, Zadeus Nichego Net. Russian for there's nothing here. The message can easily be seen from space. Ironically, the message itself, intended to discourage future colonists, now draws small tourist crowds. And well, it's rich, so...
Probe away. Launching probe.
Looks like camouflage pattern on the planet.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
I'll say it's still rich, we must hit a big old vein somewhere.
Probe launched.
Oh, straight from rich, one probe away, it was moderate, then boom, one more and it was 0. Alright, we have 13, we should have enough to get here and then all the way back to Hecate. Oh. 1. And that's it.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, okay. Guy Hinnon. A nearly atmosphereless, tidally locked planet orbiting a red dwarf star. Guy Hinnon was the first place human explorers discovered a dedicated Prothean burial ground. While a few sites were saved for posterity, Eldfell Ashland Mining successfully lobbied to scout the rest of the planet for Element Zero, and soon was embroiled in a scandal. Mining teams were looting grave sites, searching for Ezo and other treasures, and many got rich off the so-called cemetery business. While EAM officially brought a stop to the looting, its mining teams remain on the planet, prospecting the unclaimed territory and taking their ore to the Pamiet system for refining. Travel advisory. Armed conflicts have broken out between miners and scientists taking claims to Prothean ruins. Visitors are advised to employ security while exploring unknown regions of the planet. Population 11,503. It's also rich.
Launching probe. Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Surface scans show evidence of a shipwreck meeting Quarian design specifications. Identity of ship unknown. Number of life signs detected in vicinity uncertain. Local wildlife may interfere with accuracy of biological scan. Well, we're gonna keep scanning. Investigate Quarian crash. Gotcha.
Probe launched.
But first we're gonna finish this.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
I was gonna say before, like, why would there only be one planet here? But that's
Probe
why.
away.
There was an anomaly.
Launching probe. Probe away.
What took you guys so long? Well, I did mine for ore, obviously.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
We'll leave it at that. And land. But I guess you had to figure whether there were 3 solar systems, and there had to be something since there were no side missions or main missions here that were on our thing, so. Let's see. Won't really matter who we bring on this one. Let's bring Thane and Jack, just because we haven't used Thane too much. Nobody has any upgrades. Cool. Search for survivors.
I am detecting a single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
Okay. So we got some personal logs. Commence pilot's record. We managed to escape the Geth's notice thanks to some clever work in silencing Siniad's engines. But the strain on the old ship was too much. The best we can hope for is to find a friendly spot somewhere in the Shoal system. Our reports show that that isn't extremely likely. We were nervous scouting this close to the Perseus Veil, and we were right to be. At this point, I'm afraid we might never see the fleet again. With everything the Siniad has been through, it seems like an ignoble end. The first few hours. The landing was rough, but we managed to salvage from the wreckage the things we'd need to survive. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Commander Gorlat didn't make it, leaving me the senior officer in charge. We've scouted the landscape and found the planet to be extremely hostile. We don't dare remove our environment suits here. We're all hoping to be rescued before there's any danger of exposure. Missing survivors. I don't know who or what is taking them, but we've now lost more than half the crew who survived the crash. We hope to build a camp here to survive until the Idena found our beacon, but something is hunting us. I have to keep the crew together the best I can. We'll send out a search party when the day comes. I will find my crew, and we'll do whatever it takes to return to the Idena. Let's see, no map. I didn't think we would have one though. Weird green rock right there.
The Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Ambush!
Oh. I got him with the explosives.
Going east, one falls.
Shockwave. Let's do a reeve on that one.
I'll kill you all!
Come here!
We've been spotted.
Time to go.
One falls.
Coordinates received. Udana inbound for pickup. You've done us a great service. Expect to hear from the captain.
Okay. Did we level up? I guess so. Found and extracted Quarian survivor. Notified Idena of Cinead scout ship location. Okay. Okay, well, that was a very tiny side quest. Okay, so 100. 100. So we have Viper Nebula, but we have Rescue Dr. Kenson there. Local clusters 100. 100. 0. So we have Minos Wasteland. Hawking Adab. No, wait. Kaelston Rift. Okay, so we only have 2. Kind of want to do Minos Wasteland. Just because it has an interesting name. Let's see how many's over here. Oh, we have 1, 2, wow. Quite a bit. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 5 planets on it. Okay. Let's see about... Minos Wasteland. Okay, only one, and this one doesn't have very many planets. We'll do this one. We're at Fortis.
I have detected an anomaly.
Okay, well then we'll do that one last. Actually, Cestus. Temerarus. Visible in Invictus night sky is Temerarus, a planet named for the Turian spirit said to have inspired the crew of their first manned moon launch. A boiling hot rock planet, Temerarus is much hotter than its temperate neighbor due to a thick atmosphere, rich in carbon dioxide and helium. Its hot surface is largely composed of boron. Surrounded by a thick dust cloud, Temerarus is often struck by small meteors, making exploration dangerous. But it's rich. That's probably why nobody goes here.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Okay. I was gonna say there should be at least one more
Launching
to get it to pour. Let's see. Another big one, because I'm not gonna hit these small ones. Waste my probes. Oh, there we go.
Probe launched.
There. And that actually depleted it as well. Invictus. Home to dextro amino acid based life, Invictus temperate zones were settled by a Turian population that initially fell prey to a bewildering number of diseases. 2 decades after its first colony was founded, its population had reduced by half due to fatalities and a large colonist exodus. But when the Primarchs considered ceding the planet to robo-mining interests, the Turian statesman Shastina Empress ambitiously declared that she would start her own colony and double its population within 5 years. This effort succeeded largely due to the colony's location in deserts with a minimal number of pest species. The image of Shastina's triumph in the frontier made for good political theater, and the Turian population poured in. The planet's tropical belt still remains largely unexplored, as its aggressive organic life still wreaks havoc on Turian biology. A house in the Invictus jungle is a modern Turian phrase for an idea that seems like a good idea, but only to the one who came up with it. Invictus atmosphere is primarily nitrogen and oxygen, and its surface crust varies but has high concentrations of alumina and silver. Because it can support life easily, criminals from throughout the Terminus systems hide out on Invictus. Its official population is estimated to be half the number of sapients that are actually on the planet. Colony founded in 1939 CE, population 320,535,000, estimated 640 million with illegals. Capital is Shastinosia. And it's also rich.
Probe away.
Oh, LA0.
Launching probe.
Planet looks pretty cool though.
Probe away.
That's that's one of the many
Launching
things.
probe.
BioWare, at least in its early days, did really, really well. You know,
Launching
most
probe.
of the planets have a really neat description. They look
Probe away.
unique, but for the most part, you know, you have some that are kind of samey
Launching
looking, but
probe.
you know, with 100 planets, I mean, yeah, you know, if 3 or 4 look kind of similar, that's fine.
Probe away.
You know, they definitely didn't do a lot of copy paste for with a lot of that stuff.
Launching probe.
And that really,
Probe launched.
that really shows how hard they worked on at least, you know, these 3 Mass Effect games
Probe
with
away.
not only the different
Launching probe.
planets and all the info you gain on the planets, but also
Probe launched.
in the codexes and then explaining how every single
Probe
thing
away.
works. Like, they explain how it would all work. Relatively
Launching
speaking,
probe.
but to a certain degree, anyway. Okay, that is everything for Castius. Let's go to Fortis, or back to Fortis. Okay, and that one has the anomaly, so we'll start with the other planets. Ver, a pressure cooker planet with a thick nitrogen-heavy atmosphere. Ver is largely ignored by the galactic community. Probes have revealed a crust of nickel and scorched carbon, both of which can be found in abundance elsewhere at far lesser temperatures. Well, first thing we popped up.
Launching probe.
And PlayStation had their little state of play that they have like every few months or whatever.
Probe away.
Like by the time this video comes out, it'll be like a week
Launching probe.
since it happened, and they revealed a Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Probe launched.
And that gets me really excited because BioWare made the
Probe
original
away.
Knights of the Old Republic. I believe it was BioWare. Yeah.
Launching probe.
Yeah, it was BioWare, and Knights of the Old Republic 2 was Obsidian, right? I think I have that right. But either way, whether or not it was, you know, either
Probe
company,
away.
they're both very good. So, really looking forward to that, but it's not going to come probably until at least 2023.
Probe away.
And then God of War Ragnarok. Really cool trailer for that.
Probe away.
Like, and that'll probably come late next year. Like, it'll probably be a November release or something.
Launching probe.
Let's see, Pedus. Got yourself a name there. Though Pedus has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility, the rights to the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 8 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonize the planet, Pedus will have evolved a life of its own, home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon. Pedus could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, and other unregistered starships sometimes touch down on Pedus to lay low or make repairs. Civilian travel is not advised. It's rich. And then there was There was a lot of good things
Probe
in
away.
Sony's State of Play this time. There was, of course, the, you know, a newer trailer for Deathloop, which
Probe
I'm
launched.
excited to play, but I have seen the trailer too many times.
Launching probe.
Which comes out this month. And then
Probe away.
Ghostwire Tokyo, which is actually looking pretty cool.
Probe away.
And it's made by Tango Gameworks, who made the two Evil Within games.
Probe away.
And the
Launching
director,
probe.
I believe, of Evil Within, at least the first one, is the original director of
Launching probe.
the first Resident Evil, so that's pretty cool. Hope I'm not getting my facts wrong. Whatever.
Probe away. Probe launched.
There we go. Cool. And then, Insomniac, they've been super busy.
I have detected an anomaly.
I know about the anomaly. Aquidus. Home to the famous Iron Canyons, Aquidus has reddish ion oxide dust, hematite, covering much of its surface and significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Turian explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps, heated by magma in the planet's crust. In a strange combination of science and hucksterism, a small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal properties. The funds are then used to maintain a research station, which has discovered some fossil evidence that Aquidus once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids in these springs. Alright, let's see if we can just get the anomaly.
Beacon triggered by Universal Distress Protocol. Unregistered
Launching
user
probe.
or record damaged.
I have found something.
Alright, anomaly detected. Surface scans report potential alien signatures from within the mining facility. Anomalous life signs detected. Whereabouts of facility staff is unknown. Let's keep scanning.
Launching probe.
But yeah, anyway, Insomniac, who, as you know, make the Ratchet and Clank games and also the
Probe away.
new Spider-Man games for PlayStation. They released Ratchet and Clank, was it a Rift Apart, earlier this year, and also Spider-Man Miles Morales earlier this year, which
Probe
was,
launched.
I would say, more of a big DLC to the first Spider-Man game. Haven't played either. I'm not too into Ratchet and Clank, unfortunately. I love
Probe
Jak
away.
and Daxter way more. But they are making a Spider-Man 2, which will
Launching
have
probe.
Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and Venom.
Probe launched.
The trailer was actually pretty cool. It makes me I might actually play the Spider-Man games closer to when that comes out. And then they also teased
Probe launched.
a Wolverine game. Now, I'll be honest, if it plays like the Spider-Man games,
Probe
I
launched.
won't be too interested. I'm hoping that the Wolverine game is going to be more gritty and more like the movie Logan. But, you know, Marvel and Disney,
Launching
they like to
probe.
keep everything kid-friendly. Alright, let's go ahead and land. We'll see what happens with the Alien TV show, how Disney handles that. Again, won't matter really who we take on this one. I'm really just trying to see if we have any levels for people, so I'm taking different ones. Let's take Zaid, and Jacob. See if they have any level ups. We have 3, but we're waiting on the 4th one for either Reeve or Shockwave. He only has 2. Okay. He's got 3, so we can put that in incendiary ammo, I guess. Let's see. Go with the Eviscerator. Hand cannon. He's got a rifle. Upgrades the Avenger, okay. And we have 2, so... Okay. Let's see what this is on then. We got Huss. What happened with the staff on the abandoned mining facility? Alright. That on. And that on. Oh, credits. A skeleton! That one Huss got fucked. Alright, no map. Datapad. If you're reading this, get the hell out of this place now. Oh. We would, but we're crazy. Oh god. Tore him to pieces.
Incoming!
What is this? Abomination.
Hey!
Wonder if we're gonna have a new codex for them. I guess he was already dead and I was just shooting a dead body. Okay. Credits.
Heads up.
Thought that came from behind. Squad rips through shields and shreds through the deck. Got all those explosives and killed them all. Hell yeah. Alright, mine logs. Alien machine discovered. Smithson's men dug out some kind of alien machine today, like nothing I ever saw. Called up some of my contacts and found out there's a market for this kind of thing. Looks like some squints over at Atlantis Risk Control are willing to part with a ton of credits to get their hands on one of these things. Far be it from me to deny them a chance to pay me. A strange glow. Cooper and Jorgensen say they saw that damn alien thing glowing, and hell if I'm going near it to prove them wrong. I don't get paid enough to expose myself to weird alien artifacts. I have to admit though, that's an awful pretty sound coming from the back room. Something's different. Cooper, Jorgensen, and them ain't doing so well. Not feeling so good myself either. Stay near the machine, feel better. Not sure I want to let them Atlantis folk take it. Think it should stay right here with us. Well, they went crazy. I guess over there, so let's go over here.
Shepard, I detect a powerful alien signature deep within the mines. It appears the device is the source of the husks. It is likely that... Destroying it will stop them.
Up front!
How do we destroy it?
Taking fire!
Well, that blew the bomb up as well. Can we stay there and get the stuff? No? Oh, God damn it. Destroyed Reaper indoctrination device. God damn it. There better not have been something cool. Okay. Well, I believe the only one that doesn't have a side thing. Oh wait, Pylos Nebula is only 11%. Oh, that's the one. Okay, so this is the only one. Wait, where the hell did I go? Oh, it's Kaelston Rift. What happened to Pylos Nebula? Where the f... Here it is. So we have two, Pylos Nebula and the Rift. Oh, okay, because we didn't go to any of these other places. Oh shit, that's a lot. Alright, Tower Dirata. This one seems huge. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6. Oh shit. We're gonna have to get more things right after this one. Then you got this, whatever it's called, I can't remember. Thanusi. Thanusi is a small barren rock, though there's evidence that it once had an atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Only trace amounts of krypton and xenon remain. Like Cyano, it is tidally locked to Dorada. It's kind of funny. The ones with side missions, main missions, and I mean big side missions, not like the tiny ones we're finding in these little places.
Launching
But
probe.
the ones with actual like big missions and stuff, the planets are never rich. Like you might find one
Probe
in
away.
6, you know, that are rich, but
Probe away.
almost every single planet in these kind of places with really nothing are all rich.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
But I'm wondering, like,
Launching probe.
from Mass Effect 1 and 2, so not many of your, or not much of your money and minerals got, wow, depleted already, got transferred. I mean, and for obvious, they even had kind of lore reason your ship blew up and you died, so, but, Cyano. Cyano, named for an ancient Asari philosopher known for being a contrarian, orbits Dorada at a retrograde. It is believed to be an object that fell into the system millions of years ago from parts unknown. The outermost of Dorada's 2 inner asteroid belts is thought to have been a small planetoid that was broken up by Cyano's passage into the system. Cyano is formed of low-density rock and is tidally locked to Dorada. The same hemisphere always faces the star. There is evidence that a complex of artificial structures once existed in the north of the sunward-facing hemisphere, but they have been badly degraded by millennia of heat and radiation. Several bunkers of radioactive waste, apparently byproducts of primitive fission plants, have been discarded on the far side. And rich. But, I don't think they would have the same thing happen from
Launching probe.
in between 2 and 3 where your character dies and you lose everything and your ship blows up again.
Launching probe.
So I'm wondering just how much from
Probe
2 to
launched.
3 will be transferred. Cause like,
Probe away.
I'm guessing by the end of 2, we're gonna
Probe
have
away.
a ton of minerals and money.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
And since decisions, character, money, minerals, and
Launching
all
probe.
that transfer over, you would think like just about all of your stuff should
Probe
transfer.
launched.
You know, you would think. If nothing
Launching
like
probe.
what happened at the beginning of 2 happens.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
We're missing a big one, I guess. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I don't care.
Anomaly detected.
God damn it. Well, I will do that one last. Canalis. Zeth. Zeth is a common hydrogen helium gas giant. An abundance of sulfur in the upper atmosphere gives it a distinct yellow stripes. Moderate. Good, I'm sick of them all being rich.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Cause I kinda don't... Again, I don't mind doing this. And it's a good lore reason why, you know, you're getting so many minerals and stuff. The only thing I don't like is that so far both games, it looks like, are gonna take about 2 streams for me just getting through all the stuff that's not side and main missions. Cineus. A standard hydrogen helium gas giant, Cineus has more than 80 moons. Poor. Not gonna get much out of this one.
Probe away.
Like, the first one, I think I had 2 streams kind of just dedicated to the planet exploring. And it's looking like this will be the
Probe away.
same. Just because there's so many that are just interconnected. And some, like,
Probe away.
the other one that I decided not to do at the moment had like 6 planets and a bunch of just connected solar systems and everything.
Launching probe.
Alright. That's 83, so we're missing a tiny one. Is it over here? Oh, this one. The first one. I was gonna do it last because it's next to the other things. Vioressa. With an orbital period nearly 2 millennia long, the cold and distant Voressa was actually missed in the initial Asari survey of the system. Only a follow-up mineral assay sent to Canalus by a Volus mining concern noticed its subtle movement across the stars. Voressa is a methane ammonia ice giant circled by a retinue of deep frozen moons. Its remoteness makes it a popular drive discharge point for pirates working the Pylos Nebula cluster. In the last 2 years, several dozen ships have disappeared while passing through the Dorada system. As Pylos is currently unclaimed by any sovereign power, Council naval patrols are few and far between. Thus far, none of the pirates responsible have been apprehended. Poor as well.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
And at this point, with over 600,000 palladium and almost 500,000 in shit, what were the other two?
I have detected an
I
anomaly.
know. Well, hold on. Canalis. Canalis is smaller than Earth, but has unusually high density. The high level of tectonic activity indicates that the density is caused by an abundance of radioactive materials in the core. These, combined with the planet's unusually high rate of spin, raise the planet's internal temperature and cause volcanism. While several companies performed mineral assays in the late 2170s, the world's geological instability precluded development. Platinum and iridium, I have almost 500,000. So we gotta have some pretty big deposits for
Probe
those.
launched. Scans have found something.
Anomaly detected. Sensors detecting anomalous weather patterns on the planet's surface. Geth activity detected. Recommend extreme caution. Alright, well. So like this I won't get. This planet's rich though. But any element 0 I will still get.
Probe away.
Because we only have 85,000 of that.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
I'm trying to think of anything else good shown at
Probe away. Launching probe.
the PlayStation thingy. State of Play. I mean, another game they did was not Forza, Gran Turismo, but I'm not too excited for that. I can get into
Probe
racing
away.
games, but
Probe launched.
the less story things have, the less I'm interested. I love playing actual golf, which is the big reason why golf
Probe
games
away.
don't bore me. So, alright, let's land on Canalis. But yeah, I love the story, and the gameplay's super fun. I can, oh yeah. Let's see, Miranda and Kasumi. I can, forgive a lack of story. Nobody. Man. Disable the Geth climate change device. I can't see shit. I think a good example of a game with kind of not a good story at all, very short story, but the gameplay was so fun that it kept you playing, was Rage 2. Man, that gameplay is just as fun, I would say, as Doom. Now, luckily, Doom added a lot of some really good story aspects to their.
We've been spotted.
I can't see shit.
Gotcha! Overloading! Nice! Here we go!
Can you guys see anything? Oh shit, I died. Wow. I was going to get into cover, but my health just like drained immediately. I was like, holy hell. Alright guys, we didn't die. We got this. Gotta get my palladium, of course. I'm one with the cover. Alright, Shadow Strike on you, and let's go to Heavy Overload.
Going silent!
Got another one over there. Alright, let's have you Heavy Overload again.
Haha! I got wheat!
What's that? Alright, let's do a Shadow Strike.
Going dark! There we go! Can't get... Going silent! We've got close... Look target. There we go! One left! Going silent.
You said one left, there's two. Liar. Why did you lie to me? It's camouflaged.
Smoking! Can't do that right now.
Whatever. That shouldn't have been available.
Now you see me.
Here they come.
Oh shit.
One left. Smoking.
They just fly.
Going dark.
He just like fell down. Shit.
Get ready. Let's get push them.
Why did you throw a win to your right, buddy? I would love to know.
Overloading.
Right in front of you. Why? I've clearly aimed at this dude. Okay. Anything else? No.
I'll take it.
Okay. Recover gas climate change technology. Oh, we got damage protection. Shield upgrade. I'll take it. Okay. Back at it. Alright, let's see. Let's go to Saturn. Never mind. Oh yeah, we are. Well, let's go down here to the fuel depot. Yeah, we use quite a lot of probes down there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, looks like 4. Boro. Boro is a young Volus colony world settled in defiance of a threat of Terminus pirate groups. The pirates who can't use the world themselves have suggested that the Volus hire them to protect the colony. The Volus responded by requesting military protection from their Turian allies. Although uncomfortably hot by Volus standards, Boro has the rare combination of high pressure and ammonia ecology Volus require. Development of the colony is proceeding rapidly. Colony founded 2180, population 1617, capital is Yeva. And it's rich. Element 0.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
God, we used 16 probes on this one planet. Rosaris, an airless rock of mixed light ores. Rosaris is only of note for the Tirinu impact crater, a relatively recent asteroid strike within the last million years. The core of the object was partly composed of element 0. It struck at a low enough velocity that the EZO remained near the surface. Over the years, many pirates and wildcat miners have attempted to extract the ore. It is believed that the Tirinu debris originated in the pulsar system AAP 34211+19. The supernova that formed the pulsar also created the Red Emission Nebula that human spacers have unofficially named the Sakura Nebula. Rich.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
There we go.
Probe launched.
Get as much of the EZ as you can. Where the hell was it? There was a bunch of element 0 like right here. There we go.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Get
Launching
away from
probe.
you.
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
Okay. There's got to be a fifth one if we're only at 40%. Where are you? Is it around here? Yeah. Wow. Way to hide something. Oh. Rascal. I thought this was the sun. Rascal is a massive hot Jupiter gas giant that whips around the star Saturn once every 4.5 days. Like most planets of its type, it migrated inwards from its initial position in the system, thought to be around 0.3 AU. Rascal is one of the few close-orbiting gas giants to show a marked temperature difference in its sun-facing and dark side hemispheres. The atmosphere absorbs and radiates Saturn's Saturn's heat too quickly for winds to carry the heat to the dark side. There is a temperature difference of over 1,000 degrees between the gas giant's hot and cold poles. Yeah, I really thought this was just like a sun that
Launching probe.
is in each of the solar systems.
Launching probe. Probe
Listen,
launched.
there has to be a fifth one hiding. Yep, we're right in plain sight.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Alright. That's good for me. Anidia. Anidia is a small ice body with a very low density. Its mass is only 4% that of Earth. It appears to be composed mainly of carbon and water ice, but over the millennia it has accrued a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. While Anidia's gravity is weak enough that a cruiser could land on it safely, there is no particular reason one would want to. Pirates have been known to land to recover ice for cracking into hydrogen and oxygen. One area in the southern hemisphere, the so-called Anidian Scrapes, is so frequently used for this purpose that higher albedo raw ice can be easily seen from orbit. Rich as well.
Probe away.
Oh, immediately down to good.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
Okay. And lastly, Nitesa, an unremarkable methane ammonia gas giant. Nitesa would be of no consequence if it weren't the only approachable gas giant in the Satan system. Boros Volus colony has set up a few automated ice cracking stations around the planet, and Narhu combined has been contracted to set up a helium-3 extraction facility. Construction has lagged due to the CEO's arrest in a kickback scandal that reaches to the highest levels of the Vol Ministry of the Frontier. Moderate. And I did forget about, I don't remember what the damn place is called, but it's another place we can go to see if we've bought everything or if we need to buy stuff. It's where we found Aria. Can't remember what that damn place is called though. Not big enough patches for me to really care to launch a probe, to be honest. There we go.
Probe launched.
Oh, immediately down to 4, that's probably why.
Probe away.
Alright, that's it for that weak planet. So, we need probes before we go to Crisaroni way over there. So we gotta waste a lot of gas. I guess not too much, I guess. Yeah, a lot of these places we wouldn't even be able, we could barely get to without the upgrade. Alright, what's this got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Okay. Tennoth. Tennoth is little more than a glorified ice dwarf that has drifted inwards from Chrysaroe's Oort cloud over the millennia. Its extremely elliptical orbit is ultimately unstable. Computer projections suggest it will impact the atmosphere of Gess in a few billion years. Moderate. And again, with 500,000 or more in all three, really only big patches like this and element 0 am I gonna really bother with. That way it doesn't take as long. I don't waste as many probes, so I don't have to restock so much. Yeah, this one didn't have much anyway. Gess. Gess is another methane ammonia gas giant, very similar to its near twin Uzan. It presents a nearly featureless robin egg blue face to the universe.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Already down a pour. Do the 3 big ones first. Uzan. Okay, so, like the last one. A typical methane ammonia ice giant, Uzan has 37 moons of various sizes. Chithis, one of the largest orbits at a retrograde, suggesting it was a planetesimal that was captured by the gas giant Gravity Well. The planet itself is believed to be an extrasolar capture as well, though millions of years before Chithis came on the scene. Evidence collected by planetary geologists suggests that Chithis was for many centuries a water world heated by tidal flexing as its orbit circularized around Uzan. The planetary ocean, once hundreds of kilometers deep, must now be frozen solid. Some have recommended drilling test bores to see if life ever developed in Uzan seas, but the question is considered academic. Moderate as well. I've enjoyed the moderate planets. It's kind of funny if we would have hit these first, I'd have been like, man, we're never gonna get enough of these minerals to get anything.
Probe launched.
Immediately down a pour.
Probe away. Probe away.
Thynax. Thynax's surface is covered by water and ammonia hydrate ices, which are constantly repaved by cryovolcanic processes. The world's size and density suggests the core contains heavier elements and retains much of the heat of the system's formation. So that means rich? Yep.
Probe away.
That's good though. It's a good thing we had the 3 moderate ones. Because if
Launching probe.
because we have 5 planets, so if they were all rich, I probably would have ran out of probes.
Probe launched.
Had to go back all the way, waste all that
Launching
gas,
probe.
buy more, then come all the way back.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
Okay. And lastly, Nidus. Nidus lies improbably close to the red dwarf Crescero. This allows it to approach habitability, though it is quite frigid. It is tidally locked with a hot pole and a cold pole. Along the Terminator, the temperature averages just above freezing. On the lee side, the temperatures are well below freezing. Nidus has developed a limited native ecology, much of its clusters permanently attached around geothermal vents. There are, however, more advanced forms of life. Several anthropodal herbivore species wander back and forth across the Terminator, as they require nutrients available in both environments for sustenance. More dangerous are the omnivorous predator species that devour the anthropods. Most animal life on Nidus has limited vision but finely developed thermal sense. Sounds like a pretty cool planet, to be honest.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
Alright, this one definitely had more than the other 3 moderates.
Launching probe.
Okay.
We have used half our fuel.
I know. Kaelston Rift, and that's the last one that doesn't have a side thing. And I think, honestly, that this one's probably a smaller thing, so that'll probably be our next one. Oh yeah, what was that place called? Ilium. I think it was called Ilium. Yeah, it was. Okay. All 4 of these are good. Yes. That's the place where once we're done doing all these planets and everything, we'll head there and see if we have anything to buy. Actually.
Commander,
Fully-
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh. The Cinead. Thank you. From Captain Yin Mail Vas Idena. Commander Shepard, please accept my sincere appreciation for your efforts in locating the wreckage of the Cinead. That ship has a storied history with both the Migrant Fleet and Cerberus, and we are pleased to know that her wreckage can be salvaged by my people. In finding and stabilizing Lieutenant Forzen, you have returned to the flotilla one of the newest and most honored heroes. Your efforts in furthering the Quarian search for a new homeworld will be remembered. Okay. We have something. Yeah, damage protection 405. Squad bonus plus 40% to shields, barriers, and armor. 10,000 palladium. Won't put a dent in what we have.
No messages for you, Commander.
I know. Okay. Balor, that's what this is called. Let's start. Partholon, a large planet composed of ice surrounding a rocky core. Partholon retains trace gases of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crushing gravity makes for an inhospitable stay and makes most mining infeasible. However, its orbit proximity to the mass relay in the system means space travelers will, for the next few years, use it for a gravitational slingshot to add speed on their way to and from Kaelston. Okay, and it's rich.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
Whoop.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
I was gonna say, it's crazy we still haven't gotten out of the rich phase.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Moderate. Had to have missed a spike somewhere. There we go.
Probe away.
Depleted. I'll say I like to at least get him to pour so it's not like I was lazy and just didn't feel like doing it. Let's get this tiny one so I don't freaking miss it. Briss. A member of the former belt, Briss is a dwarf planet with no atmosphere. It is, however, rich in lithium, which is integral to the heat sinks of starships or handheld weapons. A large robo-mining operation from Kaelston can be found here. This one rich as well.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched.
Big spikes at the bottom.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
Like to get him to at least Pua. Sailston. The hostile moon Sailston is the largest satellite of the gas giant Cernunnos. An ancient asteroid strike deposited major loads of element 0 within the molten sulfur mantle. Eldfill Ashland Energy's mining operations have made it the largest source of Starship drive core material in the Attican Traverse. Kaelston is racked with volcanism due to tidal stresses from Cernunnos because of weak solar output. Plant-like life on Sailston is not carbon-based and photosynthetic, but silicon-based and thermosynthetic, requiring heat rather than sunlight to power its chemical reactions. These organisms flourish in volcanic vents and during solar flares, when Balor can double or triple in luminosity. Sadly, sapient habitation is not possible here. The Sailston's biodiversity is considered threatened by the Citadel Council Committee on Habitable Worlds. Population 1,802,705,000. Colony founded in 1975 CE. Capital is Sinew. Rich.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
We're almost at 100,000 element 0. Where the hell?
Probe away.
There we go.
Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
Okay. 2 more to go. Cernunnos. Cernunnos is a sizable gas giant with a hydrogen-nitrogen atmosphere. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture due to its close stellar location. In a rare phenomenon, it is near enough to its red dwarf star to be within the life zone, though its massive size prevents the tidal lock that usually occurs at such a range. While nothing could survive on the surface of a planet with such crushing gravity, Cernunnos' moon, Kaelston, is habitable. Cernunnos is skimmed for its abundant hydrogen, and refineries on Sailston process it into a metastable metallic form for use as starship fuel. Moderate.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
Such a big planet doesn't have anything really.
Probe away.
And Elatha, a tiny rock planet. Elatha is noted for its frigid temperatures and crushing nitrogen and krypton atmosphere. Lying out beyond the former belt, there is little to recommend it. Well, that's rich in stuff, so...
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
Okay, that's everything in Baylor. Let's go ahead and refuel. Or re-probe up. No, so we have Asur, Solveig, and Talava. Let's see which one is closest. 3 of them. Whatever that one is way to the right is really far away. So we can get these two. We'll have to come back, refuel, and restock on probes. And then we can go to the last one. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. But we're gonna go ahead and end it here. When we come back, we'll go ahead and finish these. Then we'll go ahead and do some more side stuff. Because what do we have? As far as assignments go, we have these packages. Couple N7 side missions. Break out of prison, or him, whoever it is. Overlord. Why Cerberus base there has gone silent. And then Project Firewalker. Rosalie lost. Search for the Hammerhead prototype vehicle and any signs of Doctors Sace and Olay. Before we do any of these, we might do... Which one is it? We might do this one first, just in case it's like you can't do it anymore. But then after that, we'll do Thane, Garrus, Jacob, and Zaid. Then we'll get back to finishing up our side stuff before we do any Stop the Collector stuff. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. We've been playing for 42 hours now, so... Oh no, 40 hours and 30 minutes, okay. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Have a great day and I'll see you.